Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k16 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. We're back with this week's NXT. We're a few weeks away from the NXT Takeover 3 special, which will be the final episode of NXT for quite some time. But we are currently building up towards that big show, and we have some big matches for you again this week. This week, the Arrival takes on Samagacha and in English of the VOD Villains in tag team action. No Way Jose goes one-on-one with Eric Young. We'll see how those two guys fare in that big matchup there to try and get some momentum building. DIY, Gargano and Ciampa, our tag team champions, will be up against the Los Matadors in tag team action. Peyton Royce goes up against our women's champion Nia Jax in one of our featured matchups today. Nia Jax has a date set with Bayley at TakeOver. Can she get some momentum building in? And Hideo Itami is up against Bobby Roode. A bit of a similar situation again. Itami, one of the top contenders for that NXT Championship, just barely missing out. How will he fare when he takes on the champion Roode? Well, there you go. The VOD Villains get a tag team victory over the Revival. Young versus Jose. It is going to be Eric Young with a victory. A much needed win there for Eric. Gargano and Ciampa versus the Los Matadors, who will pick up the win. So a huge win there for the Matadors, who've been struggling to get some wins as of late, but that's a big win for them. And it could spark something big for them going forward. But first, let's go ahead and see Peyton Royce versus Nia Jax. So here we go. Nia Jax up against this woman, Peyton Royce, who is, of course, from Australia and has all the potential in the world to go and become a major star in our women's division here at NXT. Very talented, but has not really had the opportunities that she would have liked to really showcase her skills. Tonight, a big chance for her, though. She'll be on Showcase in front of the NXT audience, and a big chance for her to knock off the women's champion Nia Jax and go on to bigger and better things in the very near future. Her opponent, Nia Jax, of course, our women's champion. We found out last week that Bayley will be going one-on-one with Nia Jax at TakeOver for that women's championship. Bayley had to earn her rematch by defeating Alexa Bliss and Carmella in triple threat action. Now Bayley has her chance against the champion. Bayley, of course, was the women's champion until Nia Jax went straight through her, took that title, and now begins her quest to continue to dominate this division here in NXT. She started off in fine form. Now she's up against Peyton Royce here tonight, who will definitely be a very tough opponent for her. Nia Jax wants to get some momentum, some confidence heading in towards TakeOver, and she needs a win tonight, I think, just to reaffirm herself as the top of the division. I think most of us already accept that she is the best, and there's really no dispute about it. She is number one right now. Not many women can stop her at all. Bayley could be one. We'll find out at TakeOver, but tonight it is Jax versus Royce. So this will be a true test of Peyton Royce's ability. Is she good enough to hang with the top women of this division, or will Nia Jax be too much to handle? We're about to find out, but definitely Royce has had some success at small periods of time. She hasn't been able to really turn it into any sort of opportunity at the championship, but definitely giving herself a good opportunity to work from that and perhaps build into a number one contendership status one day. She's got a lot of work to do, we know that, but she's definitely a hard worker. She's someone who will not give up. She'll continue to fight until she cannot fight any longer. And that's someone we want here in NXT. That's what NXT is all about, really trying to prove yourself and try and establish yourself as the star of tomorrow. And I believe Peyton Royce could definitely be that, but she's got a little bit more work to do, and a win over Nia Jax tonight would start to, I guess, have a few believers come into her way, and that's something that I believe she definitely needs. She needs a few people to start believing that she can win, and a win over Nia Jax will certainly do that for her. Bayley, well, she has a date with Nia Jax at TakeOver 3, which of course will be happening around about the same time as TLC. So basically TLC is, what, 3 weeks away in game time, so around about then as well. So potentially we'll have two pay-per-views, or an NXT special and the TLC pay-per-view. I don't know if it'll be back-to-back, but very close time periods together. So around about that time, if you are wondering. And just to reaffirm, if you're not quite aware, NXT Takeover 3 will be the last NXT special possibly up until WrestleMania time. We're going to take some time away from NXT because of the fact that the new game will be coming, and we won't have the ability to download a lot of the created wrestlers we need for quite some time. So we will be taking a bit of time away from that and waiting until we have everybody we need to continue with the NXT brand, because we don't want to have half of the NXT roster available. We want to have everyone we can. So we're going to continue to build on NXT, and we're going to come back better than ever. But TakeOver will be, I guess, a bit of an end of NXT for a short period of time. But we're going to be definitely getting to NXT ASAP when we possibly can, and it's going to come back with a bang. So it's really important right here for Nia Jax to get this championship in her hands, because she's going to have some time away. She's going to have some time to kind of reassess, reaffirm her position here in NXT, and train and get better and rest up. And that's something that every champion could love or love to hate, because, you know, look, you can go away and that time off may be a sin. But you could go away, you could rest up, and you could come back 100% fresh, ready to go. I'm sure someone like Kevin Owens on SmackDown would love that right now, but he can't get that opportunity. Nia Jax, she may not want that. She's on top right now. She's performing well week in, week out. Maybe time away will hurt her rather than benefit her. We'll certainly find out when NXT does come back. We'll certainly find out if she can hang on to that championship at TakeOver, because she's going to have to come away and defeat Bayley, who I can tell you right now is not going to be easy to beat at all. Nia Jax will definitely have to be on her very, very best, and she's certainly performing quite well, as Peyton Royce with a big kick to the head of Jax. Think she may have her here. Lateral press, can't get it. Kick out of two there by Jax. On the main stage here is Peyton Royce, her real test. This is it, her big, big match, and again striking Jax in the head with a kick. She thinks she may have her again, hooks that leg, and that shoulder's up again. Jax, though, being tested, and I think that's exactly what Nia Jax probably wanted. Nia Jax, if she runs through Peyton Royce in a couple of minutes, that's not really going to prepare her for Bayley at TakeOver. A back-and-forth contest, a difficult match for Jax, is probably what she needs the most. Jax needs to be tested. She needs to prepare against the very best if she's going to beat Bayley, and Peyton Royce is certainly showing her that she can hang, and she is giving her a run for her money right now. Jax with a big knee to the head, though. That could knock a normal woman out. We'll see if Peyton Royce can overcome it. Jax now has Royce up. Royce, though, countering into a DDT. And Jax goes bouncing into the ropes. Royce brings Jax into the middle of the ring. Thinks she may have her here. Nia Jax in trouble, but it'll kick out again at two. And Royce getting close. Not quite getting the victory, but it is certainly putting Nia Jax under some pressure and really showing what she can do here. Royce now grabs a hold of Jax. Some good strength to get Jax off the top of the rope here. She's thinking about taking Jax off the top. If she can do it, this might be the winner here. She does! Back suplex off the top. And Jax was down, but Royce not going for the cover. Snapmare takedown. And just trying to slow Jax down, put a bit more pressure on it. I felt as though that was the right time to go for the cover, but she failed to do so. Perhaps a bit of a rookie error there from Peyton Royce. And that's why she's been struggling at times to get these victories when it counts. It's mistakes like that that can cost her big matches. She has to learn from her mistakes here. Drop kick there. Keeps Nia Jax down. But Jax, the power of those legs, shrugs off Royce. And now Jax is going to turn the tables here, put the pressure back on Royce. But Royce will kick out at two. She still has some fight left in her. But has she wasted that opportunity that she had? Jax was down. Jax was down potentially for the count, but Royce failing to capitalize. Elbows striking Jax in their head. And there's again that kick to the head. And Jax will kick out again. Royce felt as though she had Jax beat. Kicking Jax right in the head. I don't think there was too much power behind it, which may have been her issue. But certainly giving Jax a true test here. There's press there by Jax, and now grabs a hold of Royce and is just slamming her head back and forth into the mat. Putting more pressure on Peyton Royce, who's done well so far, but can she hang on for long? Kicks out comfortably at one, and Nia Jax is now a bit on catch-up. She's just trying to get herself back into this matchup. She can't quite do it quick enough. She may lose, and what an upset that would be. Sidewalk slam now by Jax, who you feel as though is getting herself back in control and potentially is about to end this one. Look out, grabs a hold of her, spine buster. And Royce could be out right there. Jax has wasted a bit of time. Has she wasted too much time? Yes, yes she has. A kick out at 2 by Royce. And stays in it. How much longer though? That was a deadly move, and oh, Royce again connects to the head. Royce, has she got her this time? And no, again, Jax will kick out. Royce has connected with that big kick a number of times, but has not got her the win. What more does she have to do? She feels as though she's getting close, but it's just not quite close enough. Single leg takedown now by Jax. Royce is off of her feet. Nia Jax has her in the middle of the ring. She feels as though she may have this win here. Lateral press now and potentially could have it. No, a kick out of 2. Nia Jax looks a little bit spent though. She's wasted a lot of energy. Peyton Royce, she's trying to fire herself up here. I'm not sure what she's doing. She wasted some time and Nia Jax is going to make her pay. Peyton Royce has certainly made some crucial errors in this match that potentially could have swayed the course of it. Now Nia Jax, I think, is about to return the favor. She went off the top rope before. Now it's Peyton's turn to go off the top. Look out. A superplex inbound. Oh! Royce sent off the top. Surely now it's over. And no, Royce with a late kick out at 2. I thought that was it. The referee counting pretty slow and allowing Royce to stay in it. Surely, if not for much longer now, though. That was a brutal maneuver off the top rope. Peyton, though, counters back. Here she comes. Oh, flips Nia Jax, who landed on her feet. How the hell did that happen? Now into the snapmare again. And again trying to wear down Nia, who is going to comfortably break free of this, I believe. There's the elbow to the gut. Now Nia has Peyton Royce. Drags her against the ropes. And a big shot to the chest there of Peyton Royce. That was brutal. And now Nia, no, taken down off of her feet again here by Royce. And a huge roundhouse type kick there to Nia Jax. Peyton just won't give up. She's still going. Nia Jax, sidewalk slam. Can she win this match? Nia Jax struggling. Guess this is where the size comes into play. Nia Jax, how much has she got left in the tank? Long matches certainly don't suit her. And she's experiencing that right now. She's had to go a while here against Peyton Royce, who just won't give up, won't quit. But she maybe have to quit now, because that is a big spine buster, and that's got to be it. The cover. It's over. Nia Jax secures a victory here tonight over Peyton Royce. It was tough, but she certainly earned it, and that's the type of win that we want to see from Nia Jax. A win that will solidify her as the rightful champion. Bayley meets Nia Jax in a few weeks' time at NXT Takeover number 3. These big kicks were brutal by Peyton Royce, as you can see a couple of them there, but they just weren't enough to beat Nia Jax. Perhaps not enough power behind them to keep Jax and perhaps take her out. Nia Jax was tough. Peyton Royce certainly gave her a run for her money. And now I believe Peyton Royce, look out for her. She could be a threat to this women's division very, very soon. She's put up a good performance here tonight. Didn't quite get her the win, but certainly showed her toughness. And she was just grabbed by the throat by Jax and just absolutely slamming her down. And that was it. Not much you can do after that. Peyton Royce, that was the second time that happened in the match. Jax secures the win. She's pretty happy about it too. She's celebrating. The fans not really having much of it, but she's pretty happy with herself. I guess that's all that matters. Bayley meets Nia Jax at TakeOver. Nia Jax has confidence, has momentum. So does Bayley though. Nia Jax has beaten Bayley. Bayley yet to beat Jax when it matters. We'll find out who is the better woman at TakeOver. Time for our next matchup, and it is Hideo Itami. He's in action tonight against our champion Bobby Roode. Hideo Itami came so close to beating Austin Aries to become #1 contender for the NXT Championship, but Itami unfortunately couldn't get it done. Now Itami is in a bit of a difficult position. He's had a few chances for this NXT Championship. He's failed. He's seen the guys who's had the opportunities before him and after him. They've moved up to the main roster, but he's still here. And he's basically said that he's not ready to go up until he becomes NXT Champion. But it could be a while before he gets that opportunity. Itami, does he want to try and take his chances and move up to the main roster, or stay down here at NXT and accomplish what he wants to do tonight? Gets his chance at Bobby Roode, and I guess we'll find out what if Itami faced Roode at TakeOver, not Aries. We'll find out. Here comes his opponent. He is our NXT champion, the glorious one, Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode, the NXT champion. And he hasn't been around here in NXT for long, but boy has he made a big impact since coming. And what was only his second match here in NXT, winning the championship against AJ Styles. Controversial, yes, but a win is a win. Bobby Roode had no idea that was going down, but look, when someone throws you the ball and you're wide open, you're going to take that shot. That's exactly what Bobby Roode did. He decided, I'll take my chance. There's an opportunity for me to capitalize. He did. He's the NXT champion, and he deserves to be the champion right now. Roode versus Itami tonight. Here we go. Our champion Roode up against one of the best superstars in Japan, perhaps even of all time, Hideo Itami, who has come to NXT to become champion. Hasn't worked out for him, as we said. But hey, a win over the champion tonight will give him a lot of confidence. He may not get himself a title shot at TakeOver, but that'll give him a bit of a chance, a bit of hope. Perhaps he'll become champion sometime soon. If not, well, we've heard that SmackDown and Raw are calling for Hideo Itami. They both want to try and sign Hideo Itami. They're looking for his signature. Itami so far has turned down both brands. And as we said a moment ago, he wants to stay in NXT for the short time being. But you have to wonder, with NXT TakeOver being the final show for a short time, at least for a few months, is Hideo Itami going to take that plunge? Go up to the main roster, give it a shot? Or will he try and stay here in NXT? Because he's going to have some time away. That's going to be a huge dilemma for a number of our superstars. Do you try and move up? Do you take that plunge? You go up and see how you fare on the main roster? Perhaps that Royal Rumble might be a chance for Itami to get his name in there and try his luck. Exploder suplex now there by Bobby Roode. Connecting well there on Itami, launching him to the other side of the ring. Bobby Roode, our NXT champion, defeating AJ Styles at TakeOver 2 for that championship. Probably didn't expect to have to defend the championship so quickly. A few weeks' time, he defends against Austin Aries, as we know. But Bobby Roode is the type of guy who thinks he's just better than everyone else. As simple as that. Wants to try and bring a bit of class to NXT. Believes he's glorious. Believes he is the rightful owner of that championship, and he's not letting anyone get anywhere near it. And he believes that with him as the champion of NXT, NXT is a better place and will become the biggest brand in sports entertainment. That's a big statement to make, but Bobby Roode is pretty full of himself, and a guy who walks around saying how glorious he is. Well, can we really be surprised? But Bobby Roode certainly has achieved a lot in a short period of time here in NXT. It's hard to argue. His performances in the ring have been impressive, and the champion right now, and well deserved. Itami down there by Roode. Bobby Roode going to take advantage here. Itami flat on his back, and the knee into the head of Itami. Bobby Roode, as we've been told, he's got no interest at all going to the main roster. He just wants to be champion. He said he's looking forward to the time off. He said, look, 3 months off, he can't wait. He said he's going to take a holiday. He's going to travel the world, lay on a beach, relax. Whereas everyone else will be trying to train and get better to try and get on his level. Bobby Roode said he's just going to relax and take time off and rest up. And you can't blame the guy. Hasn't been around for long, but, you know, if you get a chance to rest up, take it! Spinebuster now by Bobby Roode. Big time Spinebuster. Could be it here for Roode. May have Itami. No, a kick out of 2. Bobby Roode wants just to get through TakeOver, still your champion. He wants to lay on that beach. He's got to beat Itami tonight. He's got to beat Aries at TakeOver to be able to do so, at least comfortably. Itami, underhook suplex there, sending Roode to the other side of the ring as well. Bobby Roode in a bit of trouble right now as Hideo Itami looking to capitalize here. As Roode right where he wants him. Bobby Roode up to his feet. Itami grabs a hold of Roode. Snapmare takedown and a big kick to the back of Bobby Roode. Itami looking good at the moment, in control. That's exactly what Itami wants to do. Put the pressure on the champion. Bobby Roode arguably hasn't truly been tested yet. So a difficult equation, a difficult time for Bobby Roode. That's when he is most vulnerable. Bobby Roode now looking for the Roode bomb. Has Itami up. And oh, wait a second. Adding insult to injury. The GTS, Bobby Roode using Itami's signature maneuver to try and beat him, and Itami will kick out at 2. Wow, Bobby Roode, that's what he's all about. He will use your own moves against you. He will do whatever it takes to win. And that's the type of guy we're dealing with. That's our champion right there, ladies and gentlemen. The big knee to the face of Hideo Itami, taking Hideo down. Roode now striking Itami as well. And again, looking to just pound away on Itami. Those big right hands right into the face of Itami, who's still dazzled and dazed after that GTS. He may not even know where the hell he is. Bobby Roode is just throwing him around, doing whatever the hell he wants. That chin lock now, Bobby Roode gonna just slow things down. Got that knee in the back of Itami as well, by the looks of it. In the lower back there, the tailbone area. Itami in some trouble here if Bobby Roode can keep this momentum going. Plenty of contenders here at NXT who all want that championship. Bobby Roode has a huge target on his back. Plants down Itami there. So by Bobby Roode beating some of the top contenders, that will just make him even more difficult to beat, because a spinebuster there. Hold that thought. Bobby Roode may have Itami. Big spinebuster for the second time. Itami's in real trouble. He's been struggling the last few minutes. No, a kick out by Itami. Stays in it. I was going to say, if Bobby Roode can keep on beating the best contenders, that's going to put a lot of doubt in everybody's mind that they can beat Bobby Roode. Anyone coming into NXT, we have new superstars coming into NXT all the time. There's going to be a lot of newcomers coming very, very soon. We know that. So Bobby Roode can start to beat all the top contenders, then anyone new coming in is not going to be very confident. They're going to see what Bobby Roode's done. And Bobby Roode will probably have them beat before the match even starts. And sometimes the mind games and the lack of confidence, a bit of self-doubt is all you need as a champion to capitalize and take advantage of, to keep that championship around your waist. And Bobby Roode's going to try and make the most of that. He's a little slow getting to Itami in the corner, but he's got Itami, who doesn't know where the hell he is, so Bobby Roode can take as much time as he wants by the looks of it. No Itami though. Shrugs off Roode, gonna fly at the top and strikes with an elbow and a forearm. Connects there on Roode. Itami giving everything he had, flying off the top and really trying to take advantage now. Bobby Roode whipped against the ropes. Power slam now by Itami. Look out. The Japanese sensation may be about to strike. It's a GTS looming. Itami. These signature shots here. These kicks. These strikes. They're deadly. Kick right to the gut of Bobby Roode, perhaps winding him. And now Itami a real chance. Hooks the leg. Thinks he may have him beat. But Roode comfortably kicking out at 2, and that can deflate anybody. You gain momentum, you gain confidence, and your opponent kicks out with ease. Now that is what he does not want. Powerbomb now by Roode. Takes advantage of Itami's mistake. Roode now has Itami. He's got him up. Bobby Roode now with the Roode bomb. That's got to be it. The GTS didn't work earlier. Now Roode goes back to his own signature maneuver. The Roode bomb, and that's surely it. No, Itami kicking out. Bobby Roode can't believe it. Itami won't quit. He's been fighting and fighting, and he just won't stay down. Roode getting frustrated now. Getting a little bit more aggressive with those knees. Roode looking out for the swinging neckbreaker connecting. Roode just taking a bit of time to recover here. Get some energy back, regroup. As Itami was getting close to working his way back into it. Bobby Roode took advantage of one small error and almost won him the match. Now, Spinebuster again, a third time. Now, that is a thing of beauty by Roode. Surely now, that's got to be it. No, Itami kicks out again. Bobby Roode just can't put this man away. He can't believe it. Itami's still fighting. And Itami now, leg sweeping Roode off his feet. But this is the type of test that Bobby Roode can really use to his advantage. Trying to find a way, dig deep, find something that could beat Itami in this situation where nothing has worked so far. This is where a champion is truly tested. What can he do? What can he do to beat his opponent? Itami takes Roode off his feet now. Look out, here comes these strikes again. We saw them a moment ago. He wanted it to lead to that GTS. It didn't work out for him now. Perhaps he's going to try and go for it soon. Instead goes for the covers straight away. And no! Wait a second. The referee counted the 3, but he has said Roode kicked out in the nick of time and keeps this one alive. So controversy there. But Itami going for the GTS perhaps. Here he goes. He's got him up. GTS time. Yeah. Yes, he's got it. The GTS. Roode is out. Itami will steal this win. No, a kick out. The shoulders up by Bobby Roode. I can't believe what we are seeing. Both men just won't quit. But is that the last gasp here for Itami, who's going to the top? Roode's right there though. And Itami's going to be taken to the outside. Chopped to the outside there by Roode. Trouble now for Itami. You take a harsh fall like that, that can really derail you. Itami hit the GTS, couldn't get the win. Roode's hit his best shots a number of times. The Roode bomb, he even hit a GTS. Enziguri there by Itami. He's hit, what, 3, 4 spine busters? It's been incredible here by Bobby Roode, but it's still not enough to beat Itami. Now Itami's in the same situation. The GTS not enough to beat Roode. Perhaps the next big move will win this one. We don't know yet. Perhaps we'll go all night. Who knows? These guys just won't give up. Referee counting up. Someone's going to take some action soon. Roode has Itami up. Oh, yes! Bit of like a rock bottom type maneuver. Perhaps he's been seeing some rocky matches on the BrendenPlayz network. Into the Spinebuster. And now, surely, another Spinebuster by Roode. And this time it gets him the win. Bobby Roode gets the win. And the champion gets the win he needs to eradicate any thoughts, any sense of doubt over Bobby Roode and his status as champion. That is as hard fought of a victory that you'll get. He has had to go to war with Hideo Itami and get that victory, and by God has he done that. He has absolutely battled Itami. The Roode bombs, the spine busters, even a GTS, that's how desperate he was. And I tell you what, it was like a rock bottom at the end into the spine buster. Bobby Roode doing whatever the hell he has to do to win. He will take anyone's moves, it seems, tonight. And Bobby Roode gets the victory and will now prepare for Austin Aries at NXT Takeover. Well, let's just take a moment and we'll say that was an incredible match between these NXT stars. Two of the very best in NXT, giving it their all. Bobby Roode came away with a victory. Itami, though, you gotta say, at some point, he's gonna get it done. He's gonna win that NXT Championship one day. We don't know when, but it's gonna come. He's just too good. Too good not to win it at some point. Incredible performance, but Bobby Roode Hit so many spine busters tonight. Almost got him the win throughout this match. But I think it may have been the fourth one of the match that got him the win. Bobby Roode, your champion, wins here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And that will do us for this video today. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of NXT Takeover is coming very, very soon. Do not miss it as we prepare for more of our matches in the coming weeks. That's the one you'll see, Aries versus Roode for the NXT Championship. Do not miss it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like on this one. Let's try and hit 3 likes. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already seen more, and I'll see you all next video.